All right, folks, thanks so much for tuning in to this JV middle school girls game as they take on the Central New Brunswick Academy Nighthawks, coming at us all the way out of Doketown. These girls, just talking to the coaches, and this is actually their first game of the season. They had a game earlier that was scheduled against another school, but unfortunately it got canceled, so they're pretty excited to get started. The Lakers have had at least one or two games, at least one game in this gym. I'm not sure if they've had any away games as well. As our referee just double checking the lineups right now. And for frequent watchers of this channel, you'll recognize that referee as Delaney McElwain, not only a senior basketball player, senior volleyball player, sometimes basketball ref, and now trying her hand at reffing a volleyball as well. So a big thanks to her for, I guess it's not the stripes, not really donning the stripes, but
don the black,
up,
I guess.
Yeah, I guess, and stepping up into that high chair at least.
Yeah, I was talking to her earlier. This is her first volleyball game, but I can't imagine it's too difficult if you have the experience of basketball. And middle school's a little bit more chill, so hopefully she finds her footing and does well.
Yeah, certainly. Great to, it's always great when we have recent alumni like that, or not even alumni yet, but yeah, recent grads and grads give back in that way to the sport that they've had so many years enjoying.
All right, taking serving here is DeYoung.
Actually, I think that's number 3.
Oh, these are some pretty hard jerseys
O'Donnell.
to see.
Yep. Yeah, the black numbers on the gray jerseys, they're not the easiest to read. We'll do our best.
Yeah, and that's over. And quick point for the Lakers there, off the bump.
Nice direct response from Charlotte Booker. As we mentioned, this is the JV team, so a lot of young players. Booker, one of many grade 6s on the court, as ball comes to Jerry Albert in grade 7 for the serve for the Lakers.
Albert's serve is good, and it quickly will result in some points for the Lakers once again. 2-point lead now.
It's an impressive serve from Albert, the third Albert sister at this school to be on a volleyball team. Her sister Adeline played on the JV senior girls. Her other sister Olivia just had a great tournament yesterday on the middle school varsity team, and here's a JV player as well.
They're going to be able to get some hits on there, but it's still no good. Lakers getting an early lead here.
Yep, good initial fielding by number 5, Macy McClellan for CNB, and let's see if they can send it back over.
Another great serve. Those overhand serves are rare to see.
Especially at the JV middle school level especially. Like middle school, it's rare enough, so good on Albert. As we mentioned, definitely a family of volleyball players. Has some older sisters to kind of show her the ropes, and clearly it shows.
And these are working out, as we just saw an ace there on that previous. This time they're going to be able to make it over. Now finally some hands on it. Bordeaux's going to try to bring that one over, but it's out of bounds, and Delaney will call it. Going to the Nighthawks.
Yeah, great work by number 9, Sammy DeYoung, pushing that over rather, and Lakers can't quite field it in bounds.
So I'll take serving opportunity now. It's over. It's up now. There's the bump, and there's the hit over, and it's good.
Yeah, really nice hit by Jerry Albert, showing some great skill in grade 7. The confidence to make a hit like that, it's not always easy to come by.
We'll throw up to serve now for the Lakers. We'll barely make it, or I guess we'll make it over. Kind of played close to that line, but it's good. The Nighthawks will respond well. There's the hit from Albert, but it's out of bounds.
Good work. That's number 8, Zoe Munn, and a couple of different number 8s on this CNBA squad. Munn is the one who's on the court now. We'll see the other one in a moment as we hear the girls giving some encouragement to their teammate, Sammy DeYoung.
DeYoung serve is over. There's the receive in the back line, the volley up. They got one more hit. Now we'll bring it over. There's the receive center court, and there's the hit. There's Munn, as we were talking about. Not enough power there to bring it over. It kind of went towards the ground this time.
Yeah, nice work by number 8, Danica Noppi, sending that one over. Another grade 7 student as she'll step back to serve now.
That will be out of bounds.
Yeah, the serve can be one of the hardest things to master, especially the JV level where you're just not going to have had as much experience, right? If you've only been playing volleyball for 1 or 2 seasons, it's hard to find the time to really refine those serves.
And I know elementary school volleyball is like a completely different rule set. They play like 10 touches, I think I've heard about.
Oh, interesting.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I guess when you're really young and just learning the fundamentals of the game, you're just working more on technique as opposed to actually getting it over. You want to make sure you've refined those passes.
Don't hold me to my word about that, but I'm pretty sure I've heard of that, something along those lines.
Tough break for the Lakers. Nice hustle there by number 18, Hannah Boudreau. In grade 6, but already one of the tallest players on the court. Showed some good movement to try to cover the ball from outside the playable area.
DeYoung's serve is no good.
Good call from referee McElwain, making another solid call as that ball touched the antenna, so it will be a dead ball.
Palmer's serve is good. Haley.
It's number 14, Haley Grantham Palmer.
Wasn't sure about that pronunciation. I forgot it. I was looking at it.
Yeah, it always takes a couple times to hear it. Haley Grantham Palmer. So, sends another high one.
And these are working out for the Lakers.
And tough break is that's number 131, Madison Amos. I think that is officially the highest number we've seen in this gym, triple digits.
It's pretty high. I had to get you to repeat that one a couple times.
Yep. And CNBA just can't punch that one over. They're doing better with their positioning, kind of getting in the right spot for the ball, but now it's kind of about where you've got your arms positioned to not just make contact with the ball, but direct it to a teammate.
Lucky break there for the Nighthawks. That one will go out of bounds. After a little bit of a serving streak, 2 points there on Grantham Palmer's hands. And it will go out of bounds.
Macy McClellan over there at the sideline made the good call not to play it. She did kind of wander over towards it, but saw it was going out of bounds. Sometimes at the middle school level, it's tough to have the discipline to leave the ball.
Nice volley over. I didn't catch who that was.
It's number 3, Maya O'Donnell, who recorded that point. There's a couple of O'Donnells on the court right now. This is Carly O'Donnell serving. Not sure if that's sisters, cousins, or just a coincidence, but
there's the volley. Couple hits back. It will make it over. Sending it over is the Lakers. Volleying back over, and the hit from Albert. All the way to the back, and a dead ball.
Madison Amos almost scored 3 by putting it through the net up there, but just a hazard you got to watch out for in the gym, right? Those really high basketball nets really lowers the ceiling in certain areas.
Rough serve there for Booker.
Yep, Charlotte Booker, another grade 6 on the court right now. As we come back to number 3, Maya O'Donnell. I believe this is all the way around the service order.
Yeah, it would be. And that will be a carry or like a hold.
Yep, there's a lift there. I think that's
lift
number 9. Yeah, Sammy DeYoung. Although the ball falling on the Nighthawks side anyways, so doesn't make a huge difference. Shirley Albert not going to get quite as many points off the serve this time.
Not as much.
No. You know, CNBA's done a pretty good job hanging with it. Lakers came out to an early lead, but since then it's been fairly back and forth.
That one out of bounds will give another point there for the Nighthawks.
Yeah, 13-10 now, so I'd say pretty respectable, especially for these Nighthawks in their first game of the season. Always want a close one, so glad to see that.
Serve is over. There's the receive, and the hit attempt there by Boudreau is no good.
Flew a little too close to the sun there as we see referee McElwain making that call. That's a net touch. Good eye from McElwain. It'll put Macy McClellan back at the service line now.
That one's good. Albert's going to send that one up and out of bounds.
And I think the boys over the minor officiating table might have missed a point there on the net touch, but oh well.
That one's also going to go Nighthawks side as they really start to creep up on the Lakers here.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there on the second hit. Both Boudreau and I think that's number 6, Isabella Hart, could have gone in for that. But neither one making the final move, and ultimately CNBA able to score, and now they're on the verge of tying it.
And the serving been strong here from the Nighthawks, and once again out of bounds.
Yeah.
One said that was Nopi.
Nopi, yeah,
Nopi.
yeah. So, number 8, she's a grade 7 student. Fairly young roster for both sides. Oh, no, it's a little miscommunication on CNBA side. That's something that it takes some getting used to, is being ready to communicate on the court, because it feels a little awkward. You're not always used to it, but it is a crucial part of volleyball, being able to talk with your teammates, especially at a younger age when you haven't played together for years and developed that intrinsic chemistry. Being able to communicate externally is so important.
Boudreau's serve is over, and then it's going to be hit out of bounds there by number 9, DeYoung. So up once again, up to serve. That one's coming in pretty low, and it won't clear the net yet.
Yeah, just fell on the Lakers side of the net there. And comes over to the Nighthawks. Again, pretty tight.
Quick response from the Lakers, bring that one over. It's up in the air. There's the hit attempt by O'Donnell, Carly O'Donnell, but it's no good.
Yeah. Good initial hit for CNBA, but just couldn't direct it where they wanted it.
Serve once again is up. That one's good. Gonna send that quickly over. Another bump over to the back. Nopi gonna hit that one, but it will go out of bounds.
So coming now to number 131, Madison Amos. And both benches giving their team some encouragement.
That serve will not make it over. Serves over, receiving the front line. I got one more hit here, but that's not gonna.
Yeah.
4 hits.
Just won't go, but still good good technique on the volley there from number 5, Macy McClellan. Just have to learn how to angle it, especially on that third hit from the back row.
And a nice ace there for the Lakers.
Good work by Isabella Hart, finding a soft spot in the defenses.
That serve will kind of be the opposite of an ace, not making it over the net.
Yeah. Yeah, it comes to Jerry Albert, who's unfortunately wearing the same colored jersey. So she rolls that over to number 8, Zoe Munn.
Munn's serve was also going to find the net.
The team's trading misfires now is 17-21. Minor official over there, Connor Pepin, helped by Tyler Rushton, showing the teams the score.
And once again, Lakers making a lot of points on those serves. This time it was Grantham Palmer.
Yeah, they're finding a good spot kind of right in front of that second line of the defense. But unfortunately, Grantham Palmer stepping over the line on that one, so the serve will not go.
Well, serve wasn't even over the net, so.
Yeah, wouldn't have mattered anyways.
Service up and over. It's Carly O'Donnell. The bump out of bounds.
Jerry Albert had to come across in motion to try to punch that over. His score in the gym is 22-19. Now, I'm not 100% sure if that's accurate, but we should go with the gym score. We'll imagine 22-19 right now.
And there's 20 points turned to over for the Nighthawks.
There you go, yeah. Nighthawks keeping it very close.
Another serve by O'Donnell. They're going to go out of bounds.
Smart call by the Lakers. Is definitely a couple of girls in green jerseys in the vicinity to play it, but saw that was going out of bounds.
Unfortunate break there for Booker.
Stepped over the line there, and it's another 2-point game again, 21-23. Good time to remind you, you need to win by 2 points. So if it stays this close, we may need some extra points to determine this.
Serves up, serves over, and it's an ace.
Nice placement by Maya O'Donnell.
O'Donnell gonna set up for another serve here. That one will be good once again.
And now it's the Lakers getting caught in that trap. Earlier, they were scoring a lot of points by putting the ball kind of just in front of the defense, kind of tricking the defender into leaning instead of moving their feet to get under it. And now it's CNBA who's able to capitalize.
So they will find themselves in the lead, and this is set point here.
Yeah, it'd be a good victory here if CNBA can pull it off.
Unfortunate. Lakers do now have to win by 2.
Commentator's curse, I guess, is, yeah, as you mentioned, Kevin, they'll have to win by 2. The team who gets to 25 will not win necessarily. But ball on the hands of Jerry Lee Albert.
I think we need to stop talking up here.
Yeah, apparently.
Albert.
Just about to say what a strong server she is. And, you know, to be able to do the overhand serve successfully is impressive, but unfortunately failed her at just the wrong time. So now it is again set point for CNBA. It's number 5, Macy McClellan.
It's over. Bumped, but it's going to find the net. There's Noppy. It will go Nighthawks side. Big comeback there for sure.
Yeah, great work by the Nighthawks in their first game, especially on the road. Could be very easy to get discouraged and after getting down early, but since they stuck with it, they did a good job, and they ultimately came back to win the set in overtime. So, referees and coaches just giving them a little rundown of all the procedures of volleyball. It is their first game, so they're not necessarily aware of all the procedures, but great work from those Nighthawks.
As they are going to swap sides now. And we will take this time to run our new ad. And I'll let Austin Jameson hit the button there to play it.
9 seconds left. This game isn't over just yet. Luke with the rebound. 6 seconds left. Now 5, 4, 3. He goes in. Ryan down.
Dad, I think it's time I get my own house.
And there you go, folks. That was our little ad that we've been spending a couple months making there. I teased it a little bit, and I played it a couple streams ago, but if you missed it, there it is. Thanks to Scott Pierce at Remax East Coast Realty for sponsoring us and allowing us to make an ad like that. It was a wonderful experience for everyone involved. I got to go in there and do a little bit of editing, and people were filming and everything, and the coordination. It was just a great experience all around.
Yeah, big thanks to Scott Pierce and our other sponsors as well, including the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs. Just a reminder, if you're interested in becoming a sponsor, the season is coming to an end here. There are rumors of one more potential game for these JV girls, but all the other teams have come to an end. There will be very few streams upcoming for this school year, but we're looking forward to next year already with full basketball and volleyball seasons. If you're interested in getting your logo on our streams, as you see in the top right corner there, or some additional content like you saw with the ad, please get in touch. My contact information is in the video description.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and big thanks to the folks working behind the scenes tonight to make the stream happen. Down there on the court coaching the Lakers are their trio of coaches, Sarah Hart, Ann Boudreau, and Kim Grantham. We thank all three of them for their time and efforts getting the girls ready. Did not catch the names of the two CNBA coaches from Doketown, but we thank them as well. Down there at the minor officiating booth, we have Connor Pepin and Tyler Rushton, who are working the scoreboard. There is no score sheet for this exhibition matchup. And as previously mentioned, it is senior girl player and first-time referee Delaney McElwain at the high chair calling all the shots. And actually, if you watch closely, she is doing the hand signals in both French and English as one of our immersion students. She always tries to work French into as much as possible, does Delaney McElwain.
The Lakers will have the chance to start off serving here. There's number 7, Astle.
Rebecca Astle, I think, yeah, she is indeed the only grade 8 player listed on the Lakers roster. Not sure if there are any grade 8s for CNBA.
Serve is over. There's a couple of hits, but that one's going to be pretty rough and out of bounds. Lakers get an early break.
Yeah.
Actually, we'll be going.
Yeah, no, right on the on the line there is Lakers still figuring out the hand signals. And that's a good call from number 6, Cypher Cummings. She was the one who made that very clear call for her teammates calling the ball, and now she'll get a chance to serve.
Cypher Cummings' serve is up, and they're going to be able to send the one all the way from the back ring. Gillett.
Ivy Gillett from way in the back row. Nice power on that hit. Kind of picks the back corner for Doketown.
Willow Paul steps up.
It's Willow Paul, yet another player who has an older sister on that Harvey Middle School varsity squad. And as we mentioned, if you didn't get a chance to check it out, I would highly recommend going back and watching those 3 games from last night. Lakers Middle School girls had a great playoff tournament to end their season. I won't spoil how it ends, but there are 3 very good games for you to watch on this channel when you're done with this one.
A little bit of back and forth here, and it's a close game, but a 1-point lead the Nighthawks have found themselves in.
Yeah, it's a bit of a low serve from Hallahan. That'll catch the top of the net, so it comes over to number 2, Elizabeth Love. She'll see if she can tie things up. It's not to be this time, as service cross court will catch the top of the net. It is the other number 4, Brooklyn Porter, back to serve. 2 number 4s for CNBA as well. Porter wearing the sleeveless gray jersey, and the other number 4, Addison Hallahan, wearing the number 4 jersey with sleeves. It's Porter up at the service line right now.
And it's Brooklyn Porter, as mentioned. That serve is good. Quick response by Gillett. Kind of held off a little bit. Wasn't sure. Playing close to that bounds line is maybe like, should I step away? Should I hit it? She decides to hit it, which was the call there. But it will kind of go, kind of spinning out of bounds there.
Yeah, it was a tough position to be in. Certainly you want to be as underneath the ball as possible, but if you're a little too close to the ball, it doesn't give you enough room to maneuver with your arms and really pass the ball over where you need it to go.
Lakers will get service now, though. That bump is over by Fairley, and a very powerful hit.
Smart call by the Nighthawks there. Saw it was going high and probably out of bounds. Had the discipline to let it go. I think that was Cypher Cummings, the closest player, who decided to let that go.
Gonna find the net there. There's the hit from Carson.
This will rotate yet again. We've got Rebecca Palmer now, another grade 6 student out there to serve.
Palmer's serve will not go right. And we'll go back over to the Nighthawks as they found themselves with a nice lead, and they didn't need a lead last time to win the set, so them having a lead here could be detrimental for the Lakers.
Yeah, although you never know. I mean, we've seen already that just having a lead early does not guarantee the victory.
Nice serve there by Fairley. Gonna land right in between Love and Paul, and just kind of deadly area. Ended up resulting in an ace. She's up to serve once again. Cleared once again in the front line. That's a good bump.
Really nice pass back by Astle. directed it right between the two lines of the defenders and had a really good placement to score the point there.
Here's Gillett. It's over and an ace.
Nice placement by Ivy Gillett. It's, catching the Nighthawks a little flat-footed right now.
Once again, a nice serve there. Will find a player's hands, but won't do much more than that, and it will be good for the Lakers. That one will find the net, though, ending her serving streak.
We'll rotate through. Here is another number 8, Aurora Ross. Also 2 number 8s on the Doketown team, but they only have one on the court at one time, so it's a bit easier to tell them apart at this point. That was Aurora Ross going up to serve, and not Zoe Munn, who we saw in the first set.
Astle gonna hit it, and it will clear.
Oh, little miscommunication there. Both Brooklyn Porter and Cameron Fairley kind of in the vicinity. Neither one really kind of getting close enough to the ball to make good content.
One hit there for the Nighthawks, but that's all. Lakers making the points back. It's actually tied up based on these serves.
Yeah. So Hassel again. We're all the way through the service line. Good call from Cummings, and CNBA pushes into the back row. Nicely done by Hallahan, who finished that off, but the communication is starting to improve for the Nighthawks, which is important. And now Cypher Cummings back to serve another one.
Unfortunate break there.
Yep, Assel pushing it a little too close to the net, so unfortunately none of her teammates can play it with confidence.
There's the hit up there by Paul, but it will go out of bounds.
Tough break as Vanessa Smith had to go out of bounds to make that play. Had to make contact to keep the ball alive, and she did, but just couldn't direct it out over onto the other side of the court.
Lucky break there, that third bumper. Wasn't sure if it was going to go over, but it decided to go over.
Yeah, some nice redemption for Smith, who wasn't able to put it between the red lines on the previous point. She makes no mistake there on that second hit and catches CNBA with a gap in their defense.
Served by Willow. Paul will not make it over.
Comes to number 4, Addison Hallahan now.
Hallahan's serve will find the net.
And here's number 2, Elizabeth Love.
Serve will be out of bounds behind Delaney McElwain.
Yep. Yeah, that's played by someone in the stands, I think. She'll get that back over. And now it's Brooklyn Porter. Oh, I think she went a little too soon. McElwain hadn't quite whistled it in.
McElwain will give them a reserve.
And here's Porter. Lakers can't quite corral it. So Porter scores again, and CNBA able to keep building on their lead.
That reserve really coming in hand.
Yep. Ooh, tough call, but it does fall in bounds. Those high ones can be really tough to make the call about.
I thought that was for sure going out.
Yeah.
Porter serve. That one's definitely in. Gonna be brought over by Astle. There's a hit by Vanessa.
Can't quite finish it. So Doketown strikes again. got a nice 5-point lead as we're past the halfway mark of this second set.
As the serving streak here we're seeing from Porter is working out. That one
sneaks another one over there. Just about to say there might have been a commentator's curse, but the opposite.
Commentator's blessing, I guess.
Yeah, apparently. So Brooklyn Porter on a serving streak here.
There, finally finds the out-of-bounds line. Lakers finally will be able to step up for serving, and Smith will take that role. And right back to the Nighthawks.
Yep, tough break, having a hard time. Vanessa Smith on the service line. It's Kara Carson now, who will get to respond.
Carson's serve is also out of bounds.
So teams trading misfires here. As we mentioned, the serve often one of the hardest things to master at the middle school level.
Palmer gonna serve now. Will be a little short. A lot of misfires back and forth here.
Yeah. Yep, as we mentioned, Lakers, it is maybe their second or third game. A lot of these girls new to the sport. Doketown, this is their first game, and some of these girls are probably also new to the sport, so still something to work on that will come with years, but nice that they're able to get some of these early games in as well.
Gillett's serve will be played. And a two-hit, and I also don't think you're allowed to volley on serve in middle school.
You aren't, eh?
I don't think so.
Oh, interesting.
Not entirely sure. I remember that being a rule that I was always confused by.
Okay. I'm not overly familiar with that, but I'm not overly familiar with any of the rules, to be honest, so yeah. Maybe tomorrow we'll have to ask referee Delaney McElwain, the local expert. Here's number 8, Aurora Ross, back to serve. And that will catch the net and will not go. And it's back again to Rebecca Hassel. Not something you see very often, twice around the service order. Cummings is going to play that out of bounds.
Lakers will step up to serve now.
She got another one here, and Lakers looking to one of their veterans to spark a bit of a comeback.
That's going to be played way out of bounds. But it will work out.
That's great work. The two number 4s teaming up for Doketown. First, it's Brooklyn Porter having to come all the way to the red line to make that play, pushing it back in bounds. And then Addison Hallahan at the front of the net caught the ball at a tough angle, able to direct it over. Lakers weren't ready for it.
So, Cummings' serve will find the net. As Willow Paul steps up to serve. And that one
short.
also.
Tough break as this puts CNBA at set point.
Serve will be played out of bounds.
Oh, it worked out though. Rebecca Palmer was out of bounds when she played that. Didn't have to. They could have scored the point, but risked it anyways, and Lakers still get the point.
Worked out for the Nighthawks earlier, so I guess the Lakers' turn.
Yep. Nighthawks still at set point though, so Elizabeth Love in a must-score situation.
Serve is good. There's Cummings up in the front to receive, and it will find the net off of Carson's hands.
A lot of energy from the bench there. As Lakers see potential for a comeback here. Elizabeth Love, grade 7 player.
Once again, it's good, and once again, it's worth some points there for the Lakers.
Yeah, directed towards the front of the net on that initial hit by the Nighthawks, but no player could get the second hit to send it over.
Lakers slowly but surely approaching, and that is going to help.
Yeah, and Now they are at a point where if they tie it up, it will no longer be set point for the Nighthawks, and we'll be going into extra points again. Two very close sets.
That serve seems good, but it will find the net, and Lakers have had a little bit of a comeback here.
Yeah, so once again, 25 points will not be enough for these two teams. You need to win by 2, so we'll see what happens if the Lakers can keep it going. Great streak from Elizabeth Love.
Serve is good. That one will be over. And a bump by Smith is out of bounds.
Tough break, and this puts the Nighthawks for the 4th time tonight at set point. And here's Brooklyn Porter, one of the 2 number 4s. Great service and scoring on the ace. That will do it for the 2nd time by a score of 26-24. CNBA taking the first 2 sets.
Now this should be a 5-set game. And I will take the time to shout out our sponsors, Scott Pierce at Remax East Coast Elite Realty, the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs. Our sponsors have been a great help for this, for this. My apologies for this season, and just all around have been great, and going forward should be also awesome. So if you're interested in sponsoring us, everything that you need to know should be in the description. And yeah, thank you.
And big thanks to the folks behind the scenes, our minor officials tonight, Connor Pepin and Tyler Rushton down there at the Don Fletcher minor officiating table. Big thanks to Delaney McElwain, Harvey High student, reffing her first game of volleyball, doing a great job up there in the high chair. Big thanks to our coaches, Sarah Hart, Ann Boudreau, and Kim Grantham on the Lakers side. Did not catch the coaches of the Nighthawks names, but big thanks to both of them. Obviously doing a great job with these girls if they're able to win their very first 2 sets of the season. Up here in the skybox, we've got Logan Wall working the scoreboard, Tony Kramer on the camera pointing you in the right direction, and Austin Jameson, who actually designed that scoreboard that Logan Wall is operating. He is also monitoring the chat and keeping an ear on things at the console position. So big thanks to all 3 of them, and thanks to you as well, Kevin, for doing commentary.
Yeah, for sure. As we get ready here for our 3rd set. A little bit of similar to our first lineup we saw out for the first set here. And the Nighthawks have been having a little bit of a run. First set was a little bit closer, and we're seeing more of a mix of those players. But second set there, Nighthawks definitely found their footing. But then the Lakers came back at the end there, but Nighthawks were able to keep their lead long enough to win after a nice serving streak there by Elizabeth Love. But now we're finding ourselves 3rd set here, and score is 0-2. Nighthawks favor, but we'll see if the Lakers can come back here.
Yeah, that 0 comes with an asterisk, as Lakers have not yet won a full 25-point set, but they pushed the Nighthawks to essentially overtime in both of them, forcing them to get 26 points, 26-24. So 2 very close sets. Could have gone either way. These are 2 fairly evenly matched teams.
Lakers the first to get some points on the board. As Albert steps up to serve here.
Yeah, the only girl we've seen so far to attempt overhand serves. Had a great run in the first set, but often go the safer route here, underhand now. Interesting swap. As we mentioned in the first set, she did have a great run of about 4 or 5 points right off the bat with overhand serves. But then the next 2 times she was up to serve, misfired and put it into the top of the net right away. So might have gotten a little gun shy, which is okay. It's all right. It's a strategic choice, right? You go, are we going with the safer choice or the potential for a bit more damage?
And that one will be out of bounds.
Comes number 5 now, Macy McClellan.
As McClellan gets ready to serve here. It's going to be underhand, and it's over. Trying to step in from the back there. It's Booker, but no good.
So, girls going over some defensive responsibilities there.
Another successful serve. Almost not. Lakers kind of playing.
Yeah, pinballed around a little there. Kind of off the sidearm of Noppy over to Haley Grantham-Palmer. Wasn't expecting it. And Isabella Hart kind of caught by surprise. Caught her in the back of the arm there.
That serves over once again. And McClellan going on a little bit of a serving streak.
Yep. Lakers having trouble adjusting here. Their back row having to come up quite a bit to make the play.
That serve once again is good, but a quick rebuttal will work out. And 2 hits.
Yeah, it's Zoe Munn catching it at the front of the net. A good instinct to try to want to hit it again, but unfortunately there was no block or anything, so it didn't reset the hit.
Who throws serve will find the net.
This comes over to number 9 now, Sammy DeYoung.
Young gonna serve. It's good. And there's the volley on the serve once again. No good.
Yeah.
I did check that rule, and I think it's official that is a rule.
Yeah, for younger levels of competition by the looks of it.
U16 or below.
Yeah, I saw McElwain gave the official signal for a two hit.
On the first time around, but this time here, I think it was a different call.
Mm-hmm. This ball comes to Danica Noppy now. Still fairly close game. Neither one of these teams really able to pull away too far in any of the sets.
An ace there for the Lakers, helping them build closer to the lead that the Nighthawks have. Service is up once again. Gonna hit the net and roll over.
Just snuck it over. Nice work by Noppy. And those serves can be really hard to read when you see them coming down. And then when they hit the net again and trajectory changes just a touch, it can kind of freeze you up if you're the defender right in front of the net. And that's kind of what happened to the Nighthawks there. Nice break for the Lakers to tie things up.
Noppy serve. Once again, an ace. I think she's 3 for 3 with those.
Mm-hmm. So, coach is kind of reminding the girls about their positioning there, how to play it. Some of them are trying to come at it from the side as it comes over and kind of hit it in transit, but ideally you want to get behind the ball. You can use your full body to direct it. Oh, almost snuck over, as I believe that was Madison Amos on the initial hit. Kind of froze the ball there at the top of the net, but ultimately falling on the Nighthawks side, and Noppy on a bit of a run now.
It's that one's good, but this time the Nighthawks had a little bit more to say, but still that third hit wasn't being able to be found there, and the ball wasn't able to be sent over.
Yeah, second hit kind of directed a little too far back for any of the Nighthawks to have a confident chance of pushing it over from the back row.
That one will find the net. Noppy's serving streak will end there. Good serve there as a rebuttal from the Nighthawks.
Nice work from Amos, wearing number 131. Not sure if the girls chose their own numbers there, or how that works for the triple digits.
Once again, Amos will get a point there.
So it goes into the stands there. Lakers roll it back to her under the net, and here we go again after a nice run by Noppy. Now it's CNBA's turn.
There's the set there by O'Donnell. It's over.
Oh. Lakers waiting just a split second too late to commit to hitting that, and Grantham Palmer doing a good dig to make contact, but unfortunately had to direct that ball towards the net and couldn't get enough leverage under it. Oh. Hart extending back, almost kept that alive, but again, Lakers just can't quite send it over the net.
Serve will find the net. Seems to be the killer of the serving streaks here in this game.
And this will send number 6, Isabella Hart, to the back line. Hart in grade 6, wearing number 6.
That serve will be out of bounds.
And now it is number 8, Zoe Munn. Bit of confusion there, both Hart and Albert going in for it. Neither one really had the space to maneuver to make a full hit on that.
As Munn steps up to serve again. It's over. There's Albert moving forward to try to hit it, but will find the net. And here's Zoe Munn. One more time. That one will hit the net.
Yeah, just won't quite make it over. That was a matter of inches, but they were inches that fell on the Nighthawks side of the court.
Grantham Palmer taking the serving. That one's over. Nice hit up. And that one is stayed alive, and a beautiful hit there.
Great work from CNBA, as you had a good kind of a classic set there from number 3, Maya O'Donnell, setting up her teammate Macy McClellan for a hit. It wasn't those tight net front hits you see at the senior level, but for a JV middle school game, that's a great sequence from CNBA.
That serve will be no good. And quickly back to the Lakers.
Here's number 4, Charlotte Booker. One of 3 grade 6 players on the court right now. So it's a young squadron for the Lakers. And this will send O'Donnell to the line.
That one's over. Nice response there. O'Donnell.
Team's trying to pass back and forth, but unfortunately, Maya O'Donnell catches the top of the net there. This will get the ball over to Jerry Lee Albert again. Good service, that's fielded out of bounds. As Albert able to send it, and minor officials have to be reminded there to set the point up for the Lakers.
That one.
Oh. Catches Amos on the head there. Can't quite backpedal far enough. Yeah, CNBA might want to back up a little bit. They know that Albert has a fairly strong serve and can send it to the back row.
Gonna send it to kind of too close to the front row now.
Yep, that'll catch the top of the net. As yet again, we have another close one here. Only 2 points separating these teams.
And here's McClellan. Serves up. No good, though. There's Booker trying to get in position to bump that one, but we'll skim under the net.
Getting some encouragement from her teammates there. As Lakers reset in their defensive positions.
That serve, once again, is good. There's a few more hit, and the hit by Albert in the back. But a carry, it seems.
I'm not sure what that hand signal is exactly. Carry?
Oh,
I think
well.
it's usually like, I see that sometimes when it's over the net, but it's not the situation here.
Seems to be confirmed to be a carry here from Tony Kremer, our volleyball player up in the skybox.
Okay. Nice
Beautiful
scramble
job
from
keeping that one
Dogtown,
along.
But Charlotte Booker, the direct response. Great work by the Lakers. Dogtown did really well on that initial scramble, but Booker, I think, kind of caught them celebrating a little too early, I think, on that one.
Boudreau's serve is pretty high, but I think it's over, but
Yep.
won't be in.
Yeah, would have cleared the net, but falls well outside of the red lines. As Nighthawks just confirming the rotation. Now it will be number 9, Sammy DeYoung, back for the service.
DeYoung's serve is good. And a lot of movement in position here. They got one more hit, but it's no
tough
good.
break. Great play at the front of the net from Zoe Munn, though. Gotta say, she had to squat down and almost play that from a prone position, but still managed to get a playable ball up to her teammate. Teammate couldn't finish it off, but still.
We saw McClellan being the closer for a lot of those services that went over, or plays that went over to 3 hits. She's usually the 3rd hit there. We saw her almost have like a kind of like the closest we probably had for a real hit this game. Now, wasn't in the right position that time to get it over with the forward hit.
As Amos chalks up another one. And CNBA getting some breathing room at just the right time.
Amos.
We'll see if they can close this one out in 25.
Amos' service over, but a quick hit back by, I want to say, Isabel Hart.
That is Isabella Hart, and celebrating now as she'll be rewarded with a chance at the service line.
Interesting reward. I don't really like being on the service line. I haven't played volleyball that much, but I'm not good at serving, that's for sure. It's kind of pretty stressful, and
It certainly can be, yeah.
Nighthawks will get that point. Here's
And
Munn.
here's number 8, Zoe Munn.
So he serve clears, and it's no good. Well, the serve's good, but the response from the Lakers isn't.
Yeah, Booker gets caught kind of in the upper arms there and makes contact, but can't really make it a playable ball for any of her teammates.
Set point, but it will be prolonged by a false serve.
Yeah, last time Lakers were in this position, Elizabeth Love from the service line managed to get it all the way back up to 24. We'll see if Grantham Palmer can do the same.
Super close to being a dead ball, but it will stay alive.
Oh, pinballing around low there as Nighthawks just couldn't elevate that over the net. So Lakers stay alive. A loss here would mean an official loss for the game. They'll still play out the 5 sets.
And the net will meet the ball there, and that will be the Lakers done for this set, and the set will go Nighthawks' way.
Yeah, so Nighthawks officially have won this afternoon, but I believe we will still play 5 sets and they'll get their money's worth. And teams indeed, yep, just changing benches. So we'll get another 25-point set and probably a 15-point set to close out the night. As fans from both sides congratulating the girls on some plays well done.
It may say 3-0, but I think the Lakers played a little bit closer than what that dictates. I think they were very close. Almost every single one of those sets, minus the last one, went into overtime. And that's what you like to see, especially for one of their first games here. And a shout out to the Nighthawks. This is their first game. They're playing great.
Yeah, huge congratulations to them, team, coming out of Dogtown. If you're unfamiliar with your New Brunswick geography, it can be a little isolated up there, right smack dab in the middle of the province. So it's not like one of those Fredericton schools with a lot of other playing options in easy distance. They do have to travel if they want to get games, especially where it's a JV squad. It can be a little harder to find teams with lots of girls who want to play volleyball and have enough for one of those squads at an appropriate level.
I always remember dreading the long drives for hockey out to Dogtown because of how far away and out of the way it was.
All right, and I expect we'll see the same 6 girls who were out there for set number 2 And indeed, we see most of them coming out. Vanessa Smith and Ivy Gillett, have joined them. So it will be the same 6. Delaney McElwain, referee there, just collecting the official lineup cards. Big thanks to her for reffing her first game.
Doing a great job from what I can see.
Yeah, so far so good. Big thanks as well to those minor officials, Connor Pepin and Tyler Rushton, as well as the folks up here working behind the scenes, Logan Wall, Tony Kramer, and Austin Jameson today.
And this probably will be some of our last streams. I know you've talked about one more stream, but I can't imagine we'll have the exact same roster.
Yeah, it's not official, and yeah, indeed, the stream team has thankfully grown a little bit, so it's not always the same few people on air every single week, thankfully for you guys getting some rest. It's not confirmed. Athletic Director Mike Fletcher was saying he'd like to try to get these girls one more. There's a familiar team in purple and yellow who was looking for a matchup. So.
Oh, I think I know who it is.
Yeah.
That one's
Nice
over.
work.
That's Cummings. There's the dive. And the last hit there by Willow Paul is no good, but a beautiful rally there for the Lakers.
Yeah, that was well done, and a good hit over by Cypher Cummings, and Ivy Gillett had to reach back to keep it alive. Had almost a hit to her teammate, but she was so far in the back row that it actually ended up going pretty well to her teammate Vanessa Smith.
Unfortunate break there for Cypher Cummings. Really high ball. Looked like it was going to still clear the net, but unluckily went their side. And it will mean Lakers up to serve with Paul taking that mantle. And that serve will have the same fate as the previous one, as it'll be quickly back over to the Nighthawks.
Yep, 3-1, I believe, is the score for the Nighthawks. As this sends number 4, Addison Hallahan, back to serve.
And kind of a back and forth of net touches here, or ball going to the net, rather. We'll see if Elizabeth Love can break the streak. I think she had a late serving streak in the second set there, which was pretty great. And
yeah, very calm under pressure, but there's yet
kind
again,
of a
that commentator's curse. Yep, never really goes away. As Brooklyn Porter, the other number 4, back to serve for the Nighthawks now.
That one's good. Aspel receiving the back, bringing that one more forward, but no good. That one kind of landed in that weird spot between the net and not really close enough where you can hit it, but
yeah,
still need to play it.
Balls can be really hard to play. Even at the senior level, you see a lot of players struggle with that, so no surprise there.
And a low serve there. There's Lakers taking back possession.
Here's number 13, Vanessa Smith.
Serve is up and over. There's the quick response. It's good.
Nice work by Hallahan right from the middle of the court, putting it in front of the Lakers defense.
Here's Carson. Taking serving up. Once again, going to find the net. Seems to be a common occurrence of this set.
Yeah. Yep. Certainly with the younger players, as you're gaining experience, can be a tough thing to calibrate for.
Here's Palmer.
Comes over to Fairley now.
That serve seems good, and it will be played. Assel going to send that one right back. Carson on the receive, but it will hit the ground.
Yeah, tough break. Carson caught in a tough spot. The ball was not at a good angle for her to try to bump it. Had to kind of go for a one-handed hit and unable to really direct it anywhere.
And an ace there.
Ivy Gillett, also one of those players who had a nice little run of services in her first set, the second one of the evening. We'll see if she can kind of bring the Lakers lead and give them a bit more breathing room.
Beautiful serve once again. And nice 3 hits there from the Nighthawks, but they're kind of too far out. They slowly moved further and further away from the net, and by the time the third hit had to be made, they were a little too far away. Another strong serve. That's a quick response, though, by Hallahan. and out of bounds, but snipes
Oh no.
fairly.
Yeah, playing dodgeball now is Fairleigh can't quite get out of the way of that, and her contact with the ball does mean that the Lakers will score the point.
Ivy Gillett. Serve once again is good. Carson will get hit, but it will not do much more as
Yeah.
Lakers.
Ross having trouble reading that. We've got a lot of high hits lately here as
Once again, a good serve. Will hit Hallahan there.
yeah. Yeah, CNBA right now. They're definitely losing the dodgeball game.
That one might have a little bit too much height.
Yeah. Made it over on the bounce, but that doesn't get you much in volleyball. So it's Aurora Ross back to serve now.
Serve is up, will be over, and the hit from Love is no good.
Yeah, came up and made contact with the ball, but just a little too late. And instead of directing it up as she would have liked, actually sends it forward underneath the net.
We'll find the net that time around. Serving will swap back over. Astle going to take up the mantle.
Back around to Elizabeth Astle, so we've made it all the way around the service order once.
Nice strong serve. Will be able to be brought up, and this looks like it will be brought over. Beautiful play. Hallahan on that last hit, but a nice response there. I didn't catch who it was. I want to say Smith for the Lakers.
Yeah, not quite sure what's going on over at the minor officiating table. They're double checking a few things on the score. Might have missed some points. Right now they're saying it's 12-8.
And they figured it out there.
Yeah, whistled in by referee McElwain. And Porter having trouble fielding that. So Lakers with consecutive servers on a bit of a run now. Couple of veteran players in Gillett and Astle.
It's got a nice strong serve. Quick response there by Fairleigh, but will go out of bounds.
Very smart play by Rebecca Astle, grade 8 student at that red line, making the call to let the ball go out.
That serve is over. Will be brought up by Cummings. Cummings going to have to respond once again. Does a great job, finds the corner.
Nice placement in the back corner by Cummings. I think both Rebecca Palmer and Ivy Gillett thought that was going out of bounds, but it was not the case.
And Cypher will be a little low there. As Willow Paul will take up serving for the Lakers here, as they find themselves with a 6-point lead. And a nice job there. Smith's hit.
Some good work in the back row by Rebecca Astle, keeping it alive. Smith sent it into the net. I don't know if her teammate Love knew that that was playable. Because we have some confusion again. I think our scoreboard is technically correct, but the boys at the minor officiating booth having a bit of trouble figuring out. They now have their scoreboard aligned with ours, 15-10, which I think was the right score all the way around, as referee McElwain had not whistled it in.
As I try to figure out what's going on here, I think 15-11 is where it should be.
Yeah. Okay, good call. You always want to make sure that the score is as correct as possible. Right now, we're in alignment with that score. 16-11 now in favor of the Lakers.
It's always a good thing to see when the scores line up.
Yep. Always a good thing.
Love will start serving here. It's over.
Oh.
We'll go to Lakers.
Yep, tough break for CNBA as that ball coming right close to the red line. They had to make a call there, and fairly gambling that was going to fall out of bounds, but Elizabeth Love with some good placement. Catches her teammate in the back there accidentally.
Some friendly fire.
Yep. Looks like she's all good though. Willow Paul smiling, so I think we're good to go.
Serve is over by Porter. We'll go Lakers side once again.
And Palmer with the point. You can see getting some encouragement from her teammates there. It's a pleasant surprise as Vanessa Smith rotates back to serve. Lakers with what might be their biggest lead of the night so far.
6 points. And Smith trying to make that 7. Nice response there. And a hit attempt there by Gillett, but no good.
Yeah, might have made the decision to adjust just a little too late as kind of went back for the hit, but unable to kind of really get leverage on her hand behind it. That's a tough thing to time, is hitting, and it really just comes with experience and practice.
There's Carson. Astle gonna send that one over. Lakers will get that 9th point, or I guess now 7th point. I was gonna say, but now 7th. Oh my! 6-point lead is now found.
Yep.
I don't know where the number 9 got in there. I think 19-9. I don't know.
Yeah, it makes sense. That checks out. Astle doing a great job out there as kind of the veteran force on this JV squad. She's going to make the consistent play most of the time with that pass, but it's been serving the Lakers well here. One of the big reasons they've got a lead.
That one's over. Gillett once again tries that hit. Once again, no good.
Yeah, coming at you, it's a tough thing to do. Ideally, I think you want to backpedal and be able to get your hands out extended for a pass, but it can be really hard in the heat of the moment making that play.
So close to out of bounds, but no good. Lakers will make it with that point. There's 20 points there for the Lakers.
So Love has to cross over. The ball attempted to roll it under, but found that blocking stanchion.
Low serve there from Gillett.
And here's Aurora Ross back to serve. One of the 2 players for CNBA wearing number 8, but the only one out there on the court right now. It's the other number 8, Zoe Munn, grabbing a breather. Must have stepped over the line, I believe.
A little bit of confusion.
Stepped over the line, so I think they do have to rotate through. Yep. Yeah, a bit of confusion there as it was Ross's serve. That's where the error happened, so Lakers have to rotate through. Ivy Gillett already have a serve. We're back all the way around to Rebecca Astle once more.
It's over. There's a nice hit. And Lakers will get that point. 22 now.
Some good technique there from Elizabeth Love in grade 7, but already kind of getting the jump and the positioning well for an attempted block if necessary. It didn't end up being necessary, but you do like to see the technique being developed already at the JV middle school level.
Another nice serve there by Astle. They find themselves at set point.
Yeah, I think that's the first time this evening we've been able to say that. Set point Lakers.
It's been close, definitely a point or 2 away for the Lakers, but now they actually find themselves with set point, and we'll see if this serve is it. Received by Cummings. Another one more hit, but there you go, Lakers. We'll get a set.
There you go. So after dropping the first 3 sets, Lakers finally on the board with the most decisive result of the evening, 25-16. Great work as I think we will get them to switch sides, or maybe they'll stay there one last time. Referee McElwain giving the coaches a few different options here. If it were an official matchup and the game were still in question, they would stay on the sides they were, play to 8 points, and then after one team hit 8, they would swap for the last half of the final 15-point set. Where it's just an exhibition matchup, I'm not sure what they'll decide to do. Kind of at the coach's discretion here, but looks like the CNBA team is doing the migration west as they move on to the Lakers side. Actually, I think technically think if I've got my bearings right, they're actually moving north. But I don't know. We don't have a compass up here. Just trying to figure which way we're facing. Doesn't come up too often here in the David Ramon Gymnasium. Okay, so yeah, northwest. Yeah, northwest migration there, and it'll be interesting to see which lineup comes out for both squads. Not sure if coaches Hart, Boudreau, and Grantham are going to shuffle things up for this third and final set, or if they'll stick with one of the two kind of predetermined 6-girl lineups. Same question applies to the Nighthawks as well. But actually, no, it appears to be, well, no, these are the same 6 who started the first and third sets out there for Central New Brunswick Academy. Lakers just drafting up the lineups now. We'll take this time to shout out our sponsors. Big thanks to Scott Pierce at Remax East Coast Elite Realty and the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs. Our sponsors help us to improve the viewing experience and get more students involved in the streams. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor, please don't hesitate to reach out. My contact information is in the video description.
Yeah, and since this is one of our last volleyball games, sponsoring at this point will probably be for next season, which will be basketball.
Yep.
And that will be my senior year, and I have some high hopes for that season. I think that'd be a good one to sponsor if you're interested. Description once again.
Well, there you go. Yeah, although this season drawing to a close, my inbox is always open. Feel free to email at any time over the summer, and we can work something out so that once the streams start again in, typically high school basketball will start around November.
Yeah.
Once they start, usually the girls have a tip-off tournament kind of right around Remembrance Day long weekend. So as soon as things start,
and then it's basketball.
It is a lot of basketball. Yep.
We will confirm at least around 20 games with your name on it, and I think definitely been more, especially with us hosting Maritime Invitationals.
Yeah, we always say a minimum of 20 games because it's hard to predict with tournaments, especially in the winter too. You're always going to have closures, postponements, but we give you a minimum of 20 games per season, and then anything on top of that is gravy. The girls were fortunate enough to host quite a few playoff games in their road to Harbor Station.
There was a lot of gravy last year.
Yep.
And this should only be a 15-point set, and an ace to start off there.
So CNBA scoring first there.
Another good serve. There's the hit. Close to the net. We're seeing the Lakers have a little bit of a mixed lineup now.
Yeah, actually the only, I think the big change is Rebecca Astle, the grade 8 player, as a senior, getting a bit more playing time. And Charlotte Booker in grade 6 is grabbing a breather. It's joined out there by Albert, Boudreau, Hart, Grantham Palmer, and Noppy.
There's that serve they were looking for. Out of bounds, unfortunately. I was about to talk about how powerful and how, just game-changing Astle's serve was last set.
Yeah, typically a very consistent server and hitter as well. Passer, I guess, as well. Not kind of those big aggressive overhand hits, but just those direct responses with the passes right back over to Doketown, but not going to get to see it this time.
Here's Boudreau up for the serve. That one's good. There's one hit. There's the set upwards, and the volley over will find the net, unfortunate.
Can't quite angle it the way they want to, unfortunately, so Doketown surrenders the point. We're all tied up.
Another serve up. That one out of bounds.
Lakers having some trouble finding the inside of the red lines, especially when serving that short side. A lot of them tend to go wide right.
Only allowing her to get another serve going.
Yeah.
We saw that happen in a senior boys game, and there was not as much forgiveness.
No. Any slight movement to the ball. I think once you commit to any kind of movement, yep, it's go time.
DeYoung up to serve once again. That one. McElroy tries to interfere.
Yep. Almost a playable ball for our referee, who is wearing neither gray nor green today. Albert with a chance to tie it up.
And she will.
Yeah, nice work. And Nighthawks again kind of moving in sideways to try to make contact with that ball. Not quite getting their full body behind it, which has been a little bit of a struggle for some of the Nighthawks players. Still did pretty well as they're leading, you can tell, 3-1. But certainly something they can work on as their season goes on.
There's a nice serve once again by Albert. She had a great job. She did a great job in the first set, and she's kind of shown that once again here.
Yeah. Also showing some confidence changing around where she's positioned as well. Not many of the girls on the Lakers side doing that. As Carly O'Donnell thought that was going out, but Maya O'Donnell, not sure if that's an older sister, cousin, or whatever, but Maya electing to come play it. Unfortunately, no other Nighthawks able to send it over.
That one will definitely be inbounds, and an ace.
No. Miscommunication there, and not sure if they'll do the switch sides. Oh, McElwain's kind of giving them
just
the
dancing a little bit
there. Yep, back to the lines, and then they will rotate around and swap sides as we have reached the halfway point of the 15-point set. And McElwain doing it by the book here.
I think it just kind of makes the game feel way bigger for the girls too.
Nice to get used to those official rules as well, especially if it's only your first game. Take some kind of mental focus as well to maintain the rotation once you've moved over to the other side of the court. That's an important part of volleyball, staying in the rotation. And impressed that these Doketown girls on their first game have been able to stay in the right order. Not always a given. So Albert getting some stretching in.
She has been going on a little bit of a run here, and maybe the side switch will mess her up.
Yeah. It's Connor Pepin and Tyler Rushton just resetting the scoreboard. McElwain waiting to whistle things in until we are all ready to go.
That will be a false serve there.
Yeah, that's one of the unfortunate things about the swap of sides is sometimes if you have a server who's on a bit of a roll, you can ice them.
Oh, beautiful back hit there. Just beautiful. I want to say that was Albert.
That was excellent work. Albert one-handed coming in, and actually both her and Hart made the move on the initial hit as well. Hart was the one who made contact, so Albert was free to make the second hit. Had to run into the stands, but one arm directed it over. What a great play for the grade 7 student.
The volley quickly over by Astle. She moves in to try to bump there, but the net interferes.
Teams going directly back and forth, and Astle just couldn't pinch up to the net in time as Doketown makes their positional adjustments. It's Carly O'Donnell.
That's over, received by Astle. Close to the net though. No good to play by Grantham Palmer.
And now it's Carly O'Donnell, chance to tie things up.
Doesn't seem to want to go where she wants it, and will be Lakers' ball.
And here's Haley Grantham Palmer. Oh, looked like it was going over cross court, but just turned at the wrong minute. So we are all tied up now.
That one's out. Lakers will be the first one to break double digits here.
10-9. 10-9 is what they say down there at the minor officiating table. I think it's the boys' first time doing the minor officiating, so not sure if they're 100% accurate. We've got 10-8 on our scoreboard. I think at some point we'll have to catch up with the gym scoreboard, though, as long as there's no other adjustments.
And the Lakers, there we go.
Yeah.
No line there,
We're all
11-9.
consistent with them, yeah. Lakers in the driver's seat, but still a close game as that serve will catch the net. And here's Maya O'Donnell. She's had some good moves in the back row laterally, keeping things alive.
That one's over. Very deadly serve.
Nice ace, and we're all tied up.
Eleven. That one's over. And good hustle there from the Lakers, but no dice.
Yeah, tough break as Albert's initial hit came into the net. It was a good second hit from Boudreau, but Assel just couldn't get there as the second hit also went into the net. Just couldn't survive the second one.
They will get the point, though, eventually with the weak serve.
And at 12-12, we're all the way around the service order. It's Rebecca Astle again to start things off.
And she will get a point there, as penultimate point is reached for the Lakers.
Here it is, the grade 8 student rotated on to this lineup here in the last game of the night. Last set of the night, rather.
Almost able to keep that one alive, but no good. And set point is where we find ourselves. McElwain will blow it in, and a quick response will result in the dead ball.
Tough break, as I think that's one of the first times we've hit the ceilings tonight. Hasn't happened too often, but 15 points, that's all it takes in the fifth and final set. So after dropping the first two by identical scores of 26-24 and the third by a score of 25-20, Lakers come back and win the next two, 25-16 and the one we just saw 15-12. Great set from, or great game from both of these teams. Congratulations to the Central New Brunswick Academy Nighthawks at us from Doketown in their first game of the season, taking home the win, providing us with some good volleyball, and congrats to the Lakers as well, keeping it close and taking home a couple set victories themselves.
Yeah, for sure, and just in case this is one of our last streams, and it may be the last stream, I just want to shout out especially all of our seniors, Logan Wall and Austin Jameson, and I guess Tony Kremer, kind of, as this will probably be his...
We'll say graduating players, like graduating team members, yep.
Helping out with this stream, and hopefully there's more. I was hoping to see all the seniors here for the last game. Unfortunately, timing is rough,
yep.
But...
we may have one more, who knows? That
who knows?
JV middle school girls team could have another game against McAdam. It's not confirmed. We'll try to keep you informed and keep your eyes on this channel to see if you can get them.
Yeah, and anyways, folks, we're going to play the ad once more, and then we'll send you guys on your way. Thanks for tuning in, and stay tuned for maybe that one last game that was mentioned. All right, see you, folks.
9 seconds left. This game isn't over just yet. Luke with the rebound. 6 seconds left. Now 5, 4, 3. He goes in. Ryan down.
Dad, I think it's time I get my own house.